Namaskar, this is Dr. Hini. Going to talk about the use of GLP-1 medications like semaglutide or tirzepatide in diabetes. As we all know, times have changed, and just the way our cell phones have changed, the way we treat diabetes also has changed. With a better understanding of the disease and better molecules being available, it's important that we understand how we can make better use of them and get to a better control and also improve our health alongside. When we talk about diabetes, there are two categories of defects, so to say. For some people, there is issue with insulin production in the body, and for some people, there is more of that issue with insulin resistance. Meaning that they have enough insulin, or maybe at times more than enough insulin that their body is making, but it is not working properly because of that insulin resistance problem. And that is typically associated with issues with excess weight overall on the body, or particularly around the belly area, leading to issues with fatty liver and increased insulin resistance. So this category of people actually benefit a lot with the newer agents like semaglutide and tirzepatide. So these are once a week injections, subcutaneous injections which are available nowadays, and the dose of which needs to be adjusted on a monthly basis depending on how you are responding to them and how you are tolerating them. The fact that they're available in an injection form does not mean they are insulin. They work totally differently. They have decreased insulin resistance in the body. And they can very well be used as an add-on top of insulin therapy for some people at times. Side effects which we need to be aware about with these medications are issues with nausea or acidity or some stomach pain which can happen, gastritis, which again is because of acidity in the stomach. A very rare complication of GLP-1 medications is pancreatitis. Again, very rare, but yes, need to know about that. The other one which has been seen in animals is issue with MEN2 type of cancers, which are not seen in humans per se so far, but yes, have been reported in some animal studies. So again, something you need to be aware about. And this is something which we screen for beforehand when we start any patient on these medications. The other thing which is also important to know is that when we are on these medications, we need to adjust the dose of other diabetes medications alongside. And there are certain very simple medications which can be used on an as-needed basis to help with nausea or acidity. And if the side effects are not manageable with the simple measures, yes, we can very well discontinue the medication. But these medications, they also have beneficial effect on the liver. They can help decrease the issue with fatty liver. They have decreased the excess body fat percentage and also have been shown to have a beneficial effect on the heart. So a lot to gain out of these medications, and with appropriate guidance and monitoring, we can really help people achieve a better control and better health in the long term. Thank you so much.